Right, it's time now for Focus. Today we have a report on the teaching of Arabic in France's state schools. Most of the 55,000 or so students learning Arabic are the children of immigrants. Some conservatives saying the classes get in the way of integration, conservative politicians that is, while supporters argue the students are broadening their horizons. Arabic teachers are recruited abroad and paid by their countries of origin. Phoebe Lanza-Wood reports.
جزائر المغرب
These are just some of the 55,000 pupils in France who study Arabic. The majority of them come from immigrant backgrounds. Learning Arabic is a way of staying in touch with their roots. But it's raised the question of whether they're being allowed to fully integrate into French society. The school day may be over, but for certain students there's still an hour and a half to go. They're taking optional Arabic classes as part of a programme founded in 1977 known as ELCO, or Teaching of Languages and Cultures of Origin. Each of these 16 students speaks a different dialect at home. At school, they're taught what's known as literary Arabic.
The language I speak at home is totally different.
Was it your choice to study Arabic?
No.
Whose choice was it?
My mum's.
Did she explain why?
Yes. She said she wants me to learn Arabic so I can speak it with others when I'm older.
The Arabic courses are neither funded nor supervised by the French government. All the teachers are recruited in their countries of origin, but they still have to ensure their lessons respect the principles of France's secular education system.
I already knew that the public education system in France is secular. Before coming here, I'd been trained in Morocco. I knew I wouldn't be teaching religious studies, but that's fine, because in Morocco, we don't teach religion either. And on top of that, my training wasn't in religion either.
Even so, the Arabic courses have ruffled the feathers of several politicians. The matter was even debated in French Parliament.
The Teachings of Languages and Cultures of Origin programme has gradually evolved from what it started as. Today it's a tool for identity withdrawal, and sometimes even, as the High Council of Integration has suggested, true Islamic catechisms. Don't you think that the introduction of native languages into the school curriculum encourages segregation and undermines national cohesion?
The Ministry of Education claims to have strengthened supervision of the optional courses, and school inspectors are now increasingly vigilant of the language teachers. Have you ever had to withdraw a teacher's accreditation?
Yes, of course. The things we look out for are the parents of students coming to us and saying that the teacher is talking about religion at school, or that a teacher is refusing to shake hands with others, notably women.
But the parents at this school say they're not worried. Does it bother you when people say they risk not integrating properly?
No, of course not. Well, not me anyway. We're a complete mix in our family. I married a Frenchman, while I have other origins. There's nothing to be ashamed of, and no, it doesn't present any problems.
I have friends who ask me why I teach my kids Arabic. They ask me if I think the language is superior. It's not that. I was born in Tunisia. I studied French and German. Back then, I had no idea I would end up in France. How can we know what the future holds? My son can go anywhere he wants. I don't know, maybe Dubai. Arabic will always help.
At high school level, almost 5,000 students have chosen to learn Arabic as a second language. Here, anyone can choose to study it. There's just one rule: they can only speak Arabic in the classroom. Do you speak Arabic in the playground too?
Well, we're not really supposed to. We're meant to speak French, but in this room we have to speak Arabic.
Do you think that's a good rule?
Yes, because you wouldn't like to be somewhere and have people around you talking about you, insulting you in another language, while you have no idea what to say back.
This teacher believes, rather than shutting them off from society, Learning the language their parents speak is broadening the students' horizons.
Speaking a language that brings us closer to our origins is incredibly enriching.
But does it not run the risk of segregating the students?
No, I don't believe in segregating home culture. I believe I open the students' eyes to more culture, to literature, to poetry, to things they might not necessarily understand otherwise.
France's education minister too says Arabic does have a place in the education system and that it should be accessible to everyone.
Mediterranean languages in general, Arabic, but also Italian and Spanish and so on, present economic opportunities. You have the possibility of having exchanges with these countries, the possibility of increasing market share when you're an employer or have a company.
In senior schools across France, the appeal of studying Arabic is obvious. For future engineers and diplomats alike, the language is now considered one of the most useful in the world.